here. On behalf of the PG Department of English, Karim City College in Shahpur, I, Achal Kumari, warmly welcome you all to today's online session under the series Writers Beyond Distance, an e-initiative to bring creativity across miles home to every soul. Today we have a truly distinguished guest joining us for what promises to be a captivating session on memory and narration. It is my distinct honor to introduce Dr. Vandana Garg from Chandigarh, and researcher, also a respected academic. Dr. Vandana Garg is an assistant professor at Punjab University, Chandigarh. She holds a doctorate from the Department of English and Cultural Studies at Punjab University, Chandigarh, with a distinction in linguistics. A notable researcher, her published work includes Harold Pinter, A Study of Cultural Memory, February 2024, and Franz Kafka's The Trial, 2023, which explores the intersection of literature and law. In addition to her academic achievements, the Dr. Garg made her debut with the short novel title In the Twilight Zone in June 2024. He also has a collection of short stories about refugees and their struggles, and Hindi titled Refugios की लड़की, published in February 2025. With that, let us extend a warm welcome to Dr. Vandana Garg. To formally welcome our esteemed guest, I now invite our respected Sir, Dr. A.K. Das Sir, to kindly do the honors. Sir, please.
Thank you, Anchal. Today, as Anchal has already given a background to our e-initiative, which we call Academy, we started it way back during COVID-19, and then we are continuing with it unabated, religiously and very devotedly. Under this initiative, we invite and hear noted writers, noted thinkers, noted academicians about their views, reviews, and critiques on different aspects of literature, which we have found to be very beneficial for our students and research scholars. Today, under this academy program, we have the proud privilege to have amidst us a noted creative writer, researcher, and academic, Vandana Garg ma'am, who will be speaking on a very interesting topic, memory and narration. Memory, as you all know, it encompasses different states of mind, conscious, subconscious, and unconscious. To bring it back to the writing and how memory could be well connected with narration, well, I think this will be a very thought-provoking talk, which will be benefiting our students very much. I take this occasion to welcome our revered guest, Vandana Garg ma'am, to be amidst us and to accept our request to be a speaker of today. I, on behalf of PG Department of English, Karim City College, principal of our college and the college management, welcome you, ma'am. And I also welcome our students and faculty members and other distinguished persons who have been present here. With these words, I once again extend my warm welcome to Vandana Garg ma'am. And ma'am, we are all ears to hear you. Now the platform is all yours. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Am I audible?
Yeah, ma'am, you are audible.
Thank you so much, sir. May I proceed? Good
Yes, ma'am.
afternoon. Thank you. Good afternoon to all. For me, it's a profound honor to speak in this session. Thank you, sir, and English department for arranging this insightful session. Please allow me to share my understanding of this topic, memory and narration. So I would like to proclaim in the beginning, we all are memories. No nation, no individual, no social groups, no people, no race, no world has ever existed without memories. Memory is the core of human existence. Memory as a medium in itself has narrative order. And for an anthropologist, man is definitely a storyteller. Our existence is not fixed at a point in the given time. Rather, we narrate, create, recall our stories like who we are and what we would become in future. So, in plain words, memory is mind's ability to encode, store, retrieve the information and the past experiences, which helps human beings in learning and in survival. On the other hand, narration is the act of telling a story by relating a sequence of events through a narrator, which is the core of storytelling, where a series of events is organized and presented to the readers. Memory and narration are deeply intertwined, with narration serving as the act of structuring human experiences into stories, a process that shapes and reinforces the memories while revealing the narrator's perspective and a desired version of the past. Through storytelling, individuals and social groups create meaning, organize the informations, and even influence the formation and transmission of the collective memory and cultural memory. This inseparable relationship between memory and narration is explored in many disciplines like psychology, linguistics, literature, cultural studies, and neuroscience, which use narratives to understand how human beings encode, store, and recall the past events, and explain how the human memory functions as a dynamic, constructive, and reconstructive mode for survival, for identity formation and existence, rather a mere recording of the past facts. The most important part of narrative is its emotional and semantic content that enhances the brain's capacity to encode, store, recall the information by providing a wonderful map. I tried to write about this phenomena in my debut novel titled In the Twilight Zone. In this novel, I used personal memories of the protagonist to show memory as a phenomena, how she recalls and she is standing in an in-between state of mind, in the darkness and light, where fact and fictions are confused. So I would like to read from my book. When I was a child, I quoted from my book. When I was a child, I saw angels. I watched the mysteries of higher and lower worlds. I thought other men too saw the same. At last, I realized that didn't see. I quote some of the breeze in this book in the beginning. So she is standing in a land, in a place which I quoted as in the twilight zone, where she dared to gaze into darkness. When you gaze into darkness, it won't stay long. Teary eyes, broken faith, scarred souls are murmuring. chase the light, and their voices are resonating hither too. I, Dhara, I chose this name. Dhara means earth. So I think so. You agree with me. Earth experienced this kind of twilight zone twice a day, during the daybreak and during the day closure or sunset. Going to recount an odyssey that my people survived by one of its kind of belief in the mysterious powers of human mind. I was exposed to some exceptional practices in my childhood, like close your eyes, focus in your mind, and you will see the universe in your mind. So it is hard to believe, but you can make it possible with the faith. So it's her journey of individualistic, very personal memories. I use the technique of altered sense perceptions and episodic memory. This is not a traditional novel with any kind of social conflict or social setup. Dhara has all the problems within her memory patterns and memory structure. So I use the memory as a language to explore the mental map of Dhara in this novel. So I would like to read a particular episode, number 3, from this book. To my surprise, I could see the flowing of hues. Hues are the colors during silent twilight zone. She's talking about the sunset or the sunrise and the state of mind where she's been stuck for time being. I never assumed them as static or confined entities in a particular state. For me, the hues were merging, seeking each other. The colors are trying to fly away from pictures, paintings, flowers, and from all other objects. It is amazing when you find that hues are evaporating constantly. They are not confined in any way. Anyways, secretly they whisper, convey messages regarding a fixed meeting point and gradually vanish. Maybe that's why they faded away after some time, and when they met secretly somewhere, I found rainbows. I was mad with this vision. A wonderful love story of colors and clouds and rainbows were the secret doors from where they escaped. So she used her visions to explore her memory trips. I used her memory trips to explain better. I just looked out of a window, a current of air passed before my eyes. It stirred the static image of the moon, blurred the scene, and took me 30 years back to my childhood home. At the age of 5, my house was an old building with its dark, shabby corners and particular fragrance of a broken home, partially dried up tears of its members and of home too. The shattered image of each day reminds starvation. I found myself in a semi transparent white body that can walk and float too. I could raise myself to its roof, touch the dark, shabby corners and their starved souls. I unfold the tree, embrace its boughs, hug the walls, rooms, windows within 10 minutes, cross the threshold into the trip home transformed into its recent look, including everything my mother and siblings. It was night, and they all slept in their respective rooms. I floated above them like a reverie of attachment with them. Whatever we shared in this span, things passed so quickly between me and them. Emotions flow so fast, I found myself profoundly associated to them as my home at the last moment. I realized that I have no stop worrying about them. It was a futile effort on my part. Again, a very personal experience through memory trips. And one more episode where she saw a river with extremely clear water, slow ripples come and go. Its surface was illuminated with sun rays. It dazzled my eyes. The sand, the pebbles, the water, the creatures were so beautiful. Thank you. This is all about her personal experiences and mental trips. This is individualistic memory. This might not be helpful for the survival of the social group or of society or of people, but for Dhara, it's her struggle with her own memory trips. Now, I would like to talk about the Refugion Ki Ladki, which is where I used cultural memory Indian context. So, cultural memory is the memory of particular incidents or events. I quoted 1947 memories in this book, a collection of short stories in vernacular language. I chose to write in Hindi. So, I would like to read from this book. Especially from this story, Refugion Ki Ladki. So this is a shared pool of memories, not the individualistic memory. Though it begins with the individual and then it carry forwards the memories of particular social group who faced partition and the struggles of second, third or fourth generation of refugees. Refugion Ki Ladki, the title of the story, it begins with पानी बोलते ही गले से न की आवाज सहज ही उतर जाती थी। मेरे माँ और नानी के उच्चारण में एक विशेष प्रकार से न की ध्वनि हूबहू मैंने सीखा। कोई और विकल्प था ही नहीं मेरे लिए पानी को बोलने का। एक आबशार कंठ से लहरा कर उतर जाता। ऐसे हजारों शब्द भाव अर्थ थे भरे हुए अंदर तक कि मैंने कभी ठीक से सुना ही नहीं कि आसपास के लोगों के गले में एक खुरदरा सा अणा अटका हुआ है। खासकर तब जब किसी ने आपसी सहमति के तहत मुझसे ये नहीं पूछ लिया कि क्या तुम रिफ्यूजियों की लड़की हो। मैंने ये शब्द शायद पहली दफा सुना था तो झट से जवाब आया, कुछ नहीं, तुम दिखती हो एकदम, तुम्हारी बोलने से लगता है। तो घर लौटकर मैंने माँ से पूछा। उसे भी कुछ मालूम नहीं था सिवाय इसके कि नानी और नानू जो हैं वो पाकिस्तान से आए। सो इट्स हर memory that triggers the shared pool of memories partition 1947. So I would like to read again. ना के बिना ही औरतें मर्द बच्चे बूढ़े सब एक सुर में ही बोल रहे थे, जिन्होंने सिर्फ थोड़ा बहुत सुना था और जिया था संवेदनाओं और भावनाओं के बारे में, किसी भी भावुक बात पर जो मुकर जाते थे या फिर उन्हें पता नहीं होता था। ऐसे लगता था ये सब देखकर अक्सर बरामदे की धूप में बैठे बैठे नानी की आंखें भर जाती, शायद नानू को याद करके। पर मम्मी कहती कि इस उम्र में सब बच्चे बन जाते हैं। हाँ, शायद इसीलिए उनके हाथ से माला फिसल जाती, कढ़ाई वाला रुमाल गिर जाता, कुर्सी पर टेक लगाए वो वहीं सो जाती। I would like to read from another story. किसी बोझ को ढोता रहा ता उम्र, क्या बस्ता हो गई थी जिंदगी। आखिरकार रोना चिल्लाना झगड़ा मनमुटाव नफरत कहाँ पीछा छोड़ते हैं उसका। बस्ते में रोज नए सिरे से ढूंढता सुलझाने को, दूर फेंकता बस्ता। सुबह फिर कोई उसके कंधे पर टांग जाता, लादता रहता ना किस्मों के बोझे गीली गेलियां। धीरे धीरे कंधा झुकता गया, चाल धीमी और भार दोगुना चौगुना होता गया। अक्सर सोचने लगता कि वह सिर्फ लाल ही होता, बहादुर लाल बहादुर नहीं तो क्या, तो भी माँ उसे लाल ही कहती। इधर मैं चश्मे की आड़ में छिपकर देख लेता, आते जाते सोते जागते, कि वह ऐसा सोचता रहता है। बस्ते का बंकर नहीं बना पाया बेचारा, यकीन मानो नहीं। नाप तोल कर कहाँ कर पाता वो मेरी तरह, फिर ध्यान बांटने को मैं यूं ही चाय बनाने को बोल देता उसे, और वो फट से संभल जाता। ठीक भय का शिकार होने से पहले झूठ मूठ का ही सही, चश्मा साफ करने के बहाने मैं धुंधलेपन में झांक लेता कि सच और सच की परछाई के साथ जीना कैसा होता है। इतने में बहादुर साहब, चीनी कितनी लोगे, जानबूझकर, ओहो याद आया, नो शुगर। हमारे हम शक्ल बचपनों की एक फटी पुरानी हंसी के बीच में झूलने लगती, दोनों छोरों से एक जैसी ची ची करती। शायद कोई तेल लगाना भूल गया हो। हाँ, ठीक कहा, ग्रीस करना। चश्मे के उस तरफ साफ साफ लिखा हुआ था। बहादुर आधा कप चाय की संतुष्ट चुस्कियां लेता और भरे हुए कप से असंतुष्ट चुस्कियां लेता, किसी इंद्रधनुष की कल्पना करने लग पड़ता। So I chose to write the recollections of the past 1947 partition memories as a frame to show the struggles of third and second generation refugees. The vision for refugees and their core issues like mental, emotional, relationship problems, economical, and social issues are portrayed in the book. For example, there is a wonderful story of गुब्बारे वाले बच्चों की कहानी. The refugee girl is peeping into their minds, and it's her perspective for all the other characters. Knowingly, I chose the vernacular expression to voice their problems and the echoes of the past. So I would like to read one more story. So we all are refugees, people who have been shifted or migrated to other countries. They are also looking for a kind of a refuge. So there is a story called Canada. I knowingly wrote not the Canada, it is Canada, the vernacular expression. So Canada wale, you can understand better. It's a popular expression, people who have been migrated there and their accent has been changed. अलार्म बजते साथ ही गैगी ने मॉम का गैगी की मॉम का फोन, हेलो बेटा, नमस्ते आंटी जी, नमस्ते बेटा, सुनो गैगी, गैगी को नहीं बताना कि दादी जी बीमार है. So this is their problems. They hide, they reveal said and unsaid stories of so-called migrants. टैगी की मम्मा का फोन था, वेरी नाइस लेडी और बहादुर भी, जिन्होंने अपने इकलौते बच्चे को विदेश भेज दिया. मैं तो कभी सोचूं भी ना. फोन रखते ही उसकी याद आई, हम सब इकट्ठे पले बड़े. So he is also looking for the refuge, and I would like to read the last part of the story. रात भर एक सवाल भटकता रहा कि क्या हम सब अपने देश में भी तो सेफ है, जो वहां ढूंढ रहे हैं वो यहाँ भी तो है. सुबह मैं कंधे अकड़ाए ऑफिस चल दिया, रुपए और डॉलर का अंतर छोड़कर. मेरे दफ्तर के रास्ते में भी सेक्रेटरीट पर तिरंगा फहरा रहा था. जिस मिट्टी का मैं बना, ठीक उसी रंग की धनक भी थी आसपास. मेरे अंदर से पहली बार ऐसी आवाज सुनी मैंने, जय भारत. तो ही इज ऑल्सो लुकिंग फॉर रिफ्यूज और शेल्टर. वेट अ सेकेंड. तो ये लास्ट स्टोरी है, इट्स लास्ट पार्ट, द चक्र व्यू, हाउ जो मेमोरीज हैं कैन क्रिएट chaos फॉर डे टू डे लाइफ. सुनिए मिर्जा साहब, क्या लिखा है. कहानी हाथ में थमाते हुए, क्या लिखा है. मैं तो कहता हूँ, भाई तू कह, कौन है कहने वाला. सब कागज हमारा, स्याही हमारी, तो शब्द भी हमारे हुए ना. जीवन सरलता पूर्वक जीना आ जाए तो स्वर्ग है, और कहीं आप दिमाग के पेचीदा खेल में पड़ गए तो फिर नर्क की टिकट पक्की. किस खेल की बात कर रहा है ये कम वक्त। अब इस भीमराव को ही देख लो, क्या जरूरत थी इसे बेहुदा कहानी पर टिप्पणियां छापने की। जीवन शैली की सरलता को बयान करती एक कहानी ने बवाल मचा दिया। कोई कह रहा है कि ये बुद्धिजीवियों के खिलाफ है, तो किसी ने कहा संपूर्ण समाज के को पीछे धकेलने की बात है इसमें। इंसान की तरक्की और तर्क का मजाक उड़ाया गया है। इस कहानी में जुमलेबाजी नहीं, ये एक गंभीर बीमारी थी जिस तरफ इशारा कर रही थी कहानी। और जो मरीज थे इसके, उनको खासी दिक्कत थी इस कहानी से। पूरे 5 केस दर्ज किए गए एक इकलौती कहानी पर। मिर्जा साहब, मैं तो कहता हूँ कि हम सब ने आसपास ऐसे लोग, मोहल्ले, बस्तियां या सेक्टर्स देखे होंगे, जिए भी होंगे, लेकिन वक्त रहते संभल गए होंगे, जिन्हें हर बार किसी सरकार, व्यवहार या अखबार से दिक्कत रहती है। हर बार दिक्कत दिक्कत, बस दिक्कत, अंदर बाहर दिक्कत ही दिक्कत। कह सकते हैं कि दिक्कतों का दौर था तब, और खुद ब खुद पैदा की गई दिक्कतें। बारिश हो तो दिक्कत, धूप हो तो दिक्कत, हर शख्स, बात, मौसम, पड़ाव दिक्कत, कोई मुस्कुराए और ना मुस्कुराए तो भी दिक्कत। ये कैसी मानसिकता थी उस बस्ती की। लेकिन लिखता कौन है? बेहयाई की सारी हदें पार हैं। सुनिए जरा, यहाँ अक्सर घूरने की शक्ति, इल्जामों के पिस्टल, निंदा के चाकू, चुगली की आग, आपसी रंजिशों के खून खराबे का माहौल रहता था। पूरी की पूरी बस्ती अपने अस्त्र शस्त्र लिए घूमती थी, एक दूजे के ही खिलाफ। कोई बाहर का बाशिंदा जुर्रत ही नहीं कर सकता कि भले भांत कह दे बस्ती वालों को। अशांति ही करम धर्म था, आबो हवा ही बद हवास थी। सब जल रहे थे एक ऐसी आग में जो खुद लगाई थी हम लोगों ने, आदतन ही। हर कोई दूसरे को नीचा दिखाता, जलन रखता, और सब के सब उस बस्ती को जीतने के प्रयास में लगे रहते। किस बस्ती पर निशाना साध रहे हैं आगे देखिए, जैसे किसी चक्रव्यूह में फंस गए हों। ये चक्रव्यूह रचा किसने था कोई नहीं जानता, बस अपने अपने प्रयास और कयास लगाए जा रहे थे। सब आदमी औरत के इस धरती पर आने से लेकर सारे कयास, जायज नाजायज, हर प्रकार के। खुद को बेकसूर साबित करने को अजीब आदत थी, अपनी मासूमियत दिखाने के लिए दूसरों को बुरा कहने की। वहां बात कोई नहीं करता था, लेकिन तंज कसते थे, हिसाब किताब रखा जाता था, जैसे शब्द कोई हथियार हो या दागे जाने वाले आग के गोले। सवाल ही सवाल थे उस बस्ती में, जवाब देने वाले कोई नहीं। अब उन्हें बेवकूफ कहें या अभद्र, लेकिन कुछ तो था जरूर। जरूरत से ज्यादा भाव या भावनाएं, इतनी ज्यादा कि पूरी बस्ती मात्र एक कहानी से आहत थी। किस बस्ती की बात कर रहे हैं आप? कौन अभद्र? कहना क्या चाहते हैं? कहानी की फोटोकॉपी फाड़ते हुए। कोई बात हुई ये कहने वाली, राष्ट्रहित में लिखो, कोई अच्छी बात लिखो, बच्चों को ठंडा रखो। ये कहानियां तो सब में होती हैं। समाज के हित में लिखो, उन्नति पे लिखो, चंद घटिया बात लिखकर वाह वाह चाहिए सबको। बड़े आए कलम से बदलाव लाने वाले। समाज का सर्वनाश तो इन्हीं से होता है। क्यों मिर्जा साहब, क्या ख्याल है आपका? इतने में माधो पांडे सर चिल्लाता हुआ आया। सर, किसी ने शुक्ला को मरवा दिया कस्टडी में। यह तो हमारा प्लान नहीं था माधो। मिर्जा साहब वहां से उठकर चलते हुए, खुदा हाफिज। तो ये लास्ट स्टोरी है इन दिस बुक चक्रव्यूह। अब ये किस बस्ती की बात है, ये कौन सी जो मेमोरीज हैं जिनको टैप इन मैंने किया है इन दी स्टोरीज थ्रू रिफ्यूजियों की लड़की एज अ फ्रेम यूज करके, a shared pool of memories, and knowingly I chose the vernacular expression to reveal their pains, their struggles. So Dhara's memory plucked her out of time zone, and she is standing in an in between, the twilight zone, stuck in light and darkness. Her altered sense perceptions and altered memory episodes making no sense, and she passed the topic in the end or put it on a hold, unable to figure out her problems, and she is just narrating for the sake of narration. So, deja vus, illusions, visions, lucid dreams, and intuitions are the problems or obstacles in her individualistic journey with her own memories. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Achal, may we take some questions, please?
Yes, sir. Thank you, ma'am, so much for a knowledgeable and thought-provoking session.
I hope so.
Now, those who have any doubt may come forward with their questions one by one. Am I audible?
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Ma'am, I want to ask, does narrative structure change when we write about memories compared to pure imagination?
Yes, narrative structures do change, and there is a blurred memories, and it affects the language choice also. In pure imagination, you feel free
Yes,
to
ma'am.
experiment with language and with the structures. But while writing about the memory or the mental trips, it haunt you while writing, and you recreate or reinterpret all the time while writing and again when you will read it. Memories are haunting, either in the form of cultural memory, as I quoted the refugium ki ladki, which is an interrogation, not a statement. So memories are haunting. Personal memories, especially as Dhara is facing some issues with the memory as a phenomena, or the cultural memory that I used in Refugium Ki Ladki, which is equally problematic. It's difficult to deal with such trauma and traumatic memories. And one thing is common in both the books. Dhara is also struggling with her altered sense perceptions and particular state of minds, which is the part of her personal journey. And in the Refugium Ki Ladki, it is a shared pool of memories, again, the traumatic memories of people who experienced this partition trauma.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Welcome.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Ma'am, I want to ask that how do personal memories influence the way we tell stories? And how,
Personal,
sorry, ma'am,
please
and
repeat the question.
how do personal memories influence the way we tell stories? And give some tips to create authentic narratives in day-to-day life.
So memories are the reservoirs for creativity, right?
Yes, ma'am.
While driving or while crossing a road, you always observe some people are in trouble, their crisis, their problems. Knowingly or unknowingly, you absorb the idea of their pains, right?
Yes, ma'am.
It has become the part of your memory.
Ma'am, what?
Definitely. And when you would like to write something about someone's pains or sufferings or happiness, you recall from the memory.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So this reservoir, which is full of memories, along with your creativity, and especially the choice of words or diction you use, is the part of creative process. And it takes a lot of time and patience and your artistic flight, how you will mold or recreate that experience on pages or in the book.
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
How can writers responsibly handle creative memories or sensitive historical events in their narratives?
Wonderful question. Again, it depends what is the vision of the writer for those painful memories or sufferings. It is the writer, he or she can give a shape or a meaning or the purpose behind writing this kind of book. As I'm talking about Refugeeon Ki Ladki, my own book. So this is my 3, 4 generations back personal experience that traveled through our family history. And then I planned to voice such memories in Indian context. As I worked in my research, the World War memories. So this is cultural memory purely in Indian context. 1947 partition memory. So that's my individualistic approach and personal choice to view, to review and recreate wonderful stories.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome.
Hello,
Yes.
good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Okay, I had a question when you were talking about cultural memory. How does that connect to the idea of post memory? Because most often I've seen people interchanging these two topics. So could you shed some light on that?
Cultural memory and
Post memory. Post memory.
post traumatic memory.
No, no, just post memory. When we say memory, we normally talk about it as personal. What happens when the memory is not personal, but in a certain different sense that we with post
Okay.
memory?
Okay. So how use people someone's memory to narrate
Yes,
some
yes,
stories or a
yes,
novel? It
yes,
depends if you are capable of feeling in their skills, their problems, their troubles, and capability to pen down their issues. Definitely, you can work on it.
okay, okay,
Cultural
okay.
memory and the post memory. As I have done my research
Uh,
on the Jewish Holocaust memories. I
yes,
am not a
yes,
Jew. I never met
yes,
them, but when
yes.
I read about them, right,
Mm, mm, mm,
especially the movie, The Final Solution of Jews, where
okay,
they killed millions of Jews and
yes,
what
yes,
happened to them, the atrocities of the war. Being a writer, being a creative person, being an artist, I have to go through their experiences to feel one with them. Only then
yes.
capable of
Okay,
doing research or at least write something about Jews.
okay. Just
So
one clarification to that.
artist is like a water. You can add
Okay,
any color and they will
okay,
reflect that color.
okay. So here you're bringing cultural memory and post memory together, right, in your writing process?
Automatically this happened. I had no idea. I just penned down
Okay,
the book.
okay,
Yes, Dhara's journey with her
mm,
own mental trips, yeah, visions, yeah, deja vus, whatever. So
okay,
later I realized that the thread I used, the medium I used in the novel is a memory as a language.
okay. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Is there any question, Achal?
No, sir, I don't think so.
Okay, okay. So let us proceed further.
Okay. As we come to the end of today's session, I would like to call Ritu Bharti for vote of thanks.
Good evening to everyone present here. On behalf of the Postgraduate Department of English, Karim City College, Jamshedpur, I, Ritu Bharti, take this opportunity to express my heartfelt gratitude to all those who made today's Writers Beyond Distance a e-initiative session such a rich and meaningful academic experience. A sincere and profound thank you to our esteemed speaker, Dr. Vandana Garg, Assistant Professor at Punjab University, Chandigarh. Your insightful and thought-provoking session on memory and narration has offered us fresh perspectives, blending creativity, critical thought, and cultural reflection. It has indeed deepened our understanding of how memory shapes storytelling and how narration bridges literature with live experiences. A special note of appreciation goes to the dedicated faculty members of the Department of English for their continued efforts in organizing such impactful sessions under the E-Initiative series. And finally, a warm thank you to all our students who joined us today. Your active engagement and genuine curiosity truly made this session interactive and memorable. With that, we conclude today's session with immense gratitude and inspiration. Thank you and have a wonderful evening ahead.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you
Thank
so much
you.
for accepting the request and being
No,
here.
sir. Thank you so much. And a learning for me. Thank you so
Yes,
much.
ma'am.
Ji, sir.
Soon we'll meet, ma'am. Thank you. We'll Okay, ma'am. Shall we stop the session now? Hello?
Sure, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.